This is on. Hello, welcome to the Dondero Kimball game, the Royal Oak Bash. Kimball to kick off. This is WAK bringing you yet another sporting event. I'm Matt Kavanaugh, and this is Steve Langdon.
Hello.
And number 26, or 82, Brad Richardson on the kickoff return.
Marcus Richardson on that return, stopped by Mike Allen.
Yeah,
First and
stopped by
10
Mike
for
Allen.
the Oaks.
First
Ball
and
on their
10.
own 31-yard line.
Ball on the 30. Dondero comes into this ranked 10th in their class, whatever class they're in. They're ranked number 10. I read that. 4-4. Kimball is, I believe, 5-3. Hand off to Chris Hart. Stopped by, he's still going. Stopped by number 19.
Chris Hart on that carry.
Steve,
He's stopped by
number
Brian
19,
Watson.
Brian Watson. Gain of minimal yardage. 0-0 here in the beginning of the game.
No gain on that carry. 2nd and 10.
11:36 remaining here in the first quarter. 2nd and 10. No gain on the play for Chris Hart. If you remember last time we did a WAK brought you a sporting event, Chris Hart went mad on the ground. Dixon back to Hart, or nope, back to pass. Sacked by number. Flags on the play. Yellow everywhere. Face
Nathan
masking
Dixon
defense.
brought down by
Face
Tim Messing.
Messing on the sack. Dixon goes down for a loss, but there's flags on the play.
Loss of 5 on the play brings
Loss
up
of
3rd
5.
and 15. Check that. We have a flag on the play.
15-yard face masking penalty, I would believe.
Face mask penalty against the Knights, the indication. That's an automatic first down.
First down, Oaks on the face masking penalty on the
First
sack.
and 10 for the Oaks. Ball on the
Big break there. It
41-yard
would have
line.
been 3rd and 15. .11:01 remaining. Dixon under center. The snap. Quickie to Marcus Richardson, at number 82. Gain of
Marcus Richardson on the carry.
5 yards.
4-yard gain on the play.
4-yard
brings up
gain
2nd
on
and
the play.
6.
Once again, I'd like to give a shout out to a fellow crew member in the WAK that is actually playing the game today, number 71, Brian Cordes. So 71. Dixon hands off to Richardson, who gets gang tackled by
Marcus Richardson on the
57,
carry.
Scott Karolak.
Scott Karolak and Chad Roberts in on that stop.
And lots of people here today, Steve?
Oh yeah, big crowd.
Lots of Kimball fans and lots of Dondero fans, more than I expected. Dondero's got the ball. It's 3rd and 6. 9:53 remaining here in the first.
These Kimball fans are really.
The game is tight right now, 0-0. First possession of the game.
3rd and 6. Let's see if Dondero can keep the drive going.
I'm going to call quickie to the tight end. 6-yard game, or the pitch to Chris Hart, which he comes around the right side, gets stopped for a yard gain, which brings up 4th down. Stopped by numbers 57, Scott Karolak, and number
Chris Hart
85,
on the carry.
Ryan
Pat Garrick
McKnight.
on that stop, short of the first down. 4th and 2 for the Oaks.
Let's see if they're going to go. Are they going to go for it with 4th and 2 with 9:27 remaining here in the first? Or are they going to punt the ball? I'd have to say quarterback sneak Nathan Dixon, 2-yard gain, first down.
No, they brought in Perot.
Chris Hart kicking for the Oaks.
Nope, they're kicking it. They're going for
Chad
a punt.
Roberts
Chris
back to
Hart's
receive the
going to
kick.
punt. Chad Roberts, number 38 for the Knights, coming back to receive the ball. Hart kicks it, slips, and falls.
Not much
Gets a
hang time
nice
on that.
kickoff, though. Number 38 takes it. Squirts
on
through
the
a
tag.
tackle. Slides out
Chad
of bounds.
Roberts on the return. Ed Perot knocks him out of bounds.
Perot with the stop out of bounds. Way to go, Eddie.
1st and 10 for the Knights. Ball on their own 27.
Here we go with the
line.
Knights' first possession. 1st and 10, 9:18 remaining. The Knights are a lot bigger of a team than Dondero, player-wise anyways. Dondero's struggling to keep players. Got to run players both ways. Here we go. Dolman moves under center. the snap. Hands off number 30. Number 30, Chad Urich, gains 4 yards on the play.
Joe Doman in at quarterback, hands off to Chad Urich. Dan Judge on the stop.
Dan Judge tackles Chad Urich for a 4-yard gain. It'd be second and 7. 3-yard gain.
Second and 7.
We're listening to the Kimball band go nuts over here. Here's a snap. Doman back to pass. Looking down the field. Sees a guy wide open. Number 10. Number 10 brought down by Ed Peralt. Number
Derek
10.
Adkins.
Derek
That was a beautiful
Adkins.
grab.
Nice catch. Nice play.
Joe
Nice
Doman's
throw by
pass
Doman.
is complete to Derek Adkins.
That's
He's brought down by Ed Perot.
That was, what, a 40-yard gain?
Nice pass. A little bit behind the receiver, but
Right there.
yeah.
51-yard pass.
51-yard
For the
pass
first
on the
down.
play. First down. What a play. Number 10, Derek Adkins, had to turn
First
around
and
and
10
grab
for
that,
the
but he
Knights
was
ball
so
just
wide open.
inside the Dondero
He could have camped
20-yard
under
line.
that. Oaks give up the big play early. They can't afford to go down by more than 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, they definitely need to stop him here.
Big series here. First and 10 from the 20-yard line of the Oaks. Oh, Doman.
Looks like they drew him
Flags
offside.
down before the
Doman
play.
with the hard count draws the Oaks
Illegal
offsides.
procedure against the Knights, the preliminary
Oh.
indication.
Oh, it is against the Knights. Illegal procedure. Ah, that's a big play. 5-yard penalty. Be still first and it'll be first and 15 from the
First and
25-yard
15
line.
for the Knights.
This is WAK Sports Network. The only station that's baked, not fried. I'm Matt Kavanaugh, and this is my pal Steve Langdon.
What's up?
He says, "What's up?" Doman under center, hands off to, fakes the handoff, rolling out, looks for the pass, gets number 69, who goes in for the touchdown. No, he was out of
Doman's
bounds.
pass complete
Stepped
to
out of
Pat
bounds.
Derrick for the touchdown. No
Stepped out
flags
of
down on the
bounds.
play.
Pat Derrick on the catch, but he stepped out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Big break there.
24-yard touchdown pass, Joe Doman to Pat Derrick.
It's not a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
That was a touchdown.
It is a touchdown. Looked like he stepped out of bounds. 7:30 remaining, and it's 6-0 Kimball. Here comes the extra point. They're going for 2.
33 gets into the end zone.
Doman, or number 33,
2-point conversion is good.
by Matt
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
7 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Your score,
Kimball goes up
Royal
by
Oak
8
Kimball
points.
9-8.
8-0
Dondero
Kimball.
Oaks 0.
See if Dondero can get a better drive this time.
No, the first play wasn't a touchdown. That was the touchdown. Matt Mitchell's, pardon me, with the touchdown. I was right before the
Check
Pat
that.
Derrick stepped out on the 5-yard line.
Derrick was
His
out. That was
run
the touchdown.
score, nevertheless, here's the extra point. Oh, it ain't going anywhere. Nice
Now this
stop
would be point
by
after touchdown, no
number
good.
30. Number 3, Nathan Dixon, gets to the kicker, so it's instead of it being 8-0 like the scoreboard indicated at first, it is now 6-0 Kimball. So
Now with 7
Dondero
minutes,
gets
37 seconds remaining. in the
Dondero
first
gets
quarter.
somewhat
Your
of a
score,
break
Royal
off that,
Kimball
but
Knights 6. Royal Oak Dondero Oaks 0.
Dondero, who wasn't able to do anything in the first series, will get the ball back, down 6-0 with 7:37 remaining here in the first period. Chris Hart to return the ball. Lots and lots of people. All I see is heads. And the score in the first quarter here at Kimball High School is Kimball 6, Dondero nothing. Kimball takes the field. Highly favored in this game. And I think the whole school, both schools know who's going to win. Dondero.
Kimball's crowd is really into it, though.
Yeah, they have much more support than Dondero does.
I've seen those guys earlier with the big cones.
All right, Chris Hart grabs the ball from the 30, runs around, looking for some room, ain't nowhere to go, brought down by number 24.
Chris Hart on that return.
Number 24, Brian
King.
King, who is an exceptional football player and wrestler.
The Oaks ball again on
Played with him in
31
junior
yards.
high. He was unbelievable. Unbelievable. We'd pitch the ball to Brian King, run right, 70-yard touchdown every time. Dixon moves under center. I see a draw play to Chris Hart here. There you go. Draw play to Chris Hart. Bust for a 6-yard gain. Not too bad on the first down.
Chris Hart on the carry.
2nd and 4, 7:23
High,
remaining
stop.
here. 6-0 Kimball. Once again, the Kimball band
6-yard gain.
keeping the
2nd and
crowd
4.
entertained. Dixon snaps the ball, hands it off to Marcus Richardson, who stood up at the line of scrimmage by like a sea of blue and yellow.
That was just good tackling by Kimball right there. That was
Good
Marcus
team
Richardson on
tackling.
that
that was a
carry.
nice hit too.
Andy Martin in on that stop.
That hit stood up the 6 foot, 195-pound sophomore from
Gain of
Dondero,
2 on
Marcus
the play,
Richardson.
3rd and 2.
It is now 3rd and 2, 6:31 remaining. Perfect day for football. A little bit muddy on the field though. Dixon under center, snaps the ball. Chris Adamczak runs. He's
I thought
nice
he was gonna
big
bust
play.
that one.
I thought that was gone all the way. Chris Adamczak gets the
Adamczak
first
on that
down.
Carry brought down by Chad Roberts.
That was a good play.
After gaining the first
Good
down.
call by the coaches at Dondero.
1st and 10. for
Brian
the
Watson with a
ball
nice
on
stop.
the down-
Nice
Watson,
open field tackle.
49-yard
Number
line.
19 for the Knights brings down Adamczak, number 31 for the Oaks. It's hard to go either way here. I mean, I'm from Dondero. I like the Dondero Oaks, but you know,
They're kind of outmanned and
outnumbered.
outsized too.
Dixon under center, right on the 50-yard line. Ball 1st and 10, 50-yard line. Chris Hart breaks free, 5-yard gain. Fumbles the ball and Kimball recovers. Kimball recovers the ball.
That's
Ball-
tough too.
Chris
'Cause
Hart
they
on
had
the
a
carry.
pretty
Ball
good
is
drive
fumbled
going.
and recovered by Chad Roberts. 1st and 10
Chad
for
Roberts
the Knights.
recovers the ball for the Knights. It's kind of after a big play to lose a
1st
ball.
and 10
It is
for
kind of
Kimball.
wet out.
Ball on their own
Keep the ball
44-yard
dry,
line.
but I don't know. Kimball's ball at their own 44-yard line. They run up to the ball. Dolman moves under center. Excuse me there. Moves under center, hands it off to Matt Mitchell, who's running up the middle. Number 30.
He's going all the
Number
way.
30, Chad Urich. That's a 56-yard touchdown run right there, right up the gut.
That was
Simple halfback draw. Goes 54 yards up the gut. Touchdown Knights, 5:42 remaining, and the score is now 12-0. Just like that, Hart fumbles the ball. One play later, they're down by another 6 points. Nice run, though.
That was a nice run.
Here we have a shot of the crowd, absolutely pumped after that
Chad
54-yard
Urich on
run.
the 56-yard
56-yard
touchdown
run.
Urich stayed inbounds for the touchdown. Timeout on the field called by the Knights.
Timeout
Their
called
first of
by
the first
Kimball.
half.
Knights go up 12-0. .542 remaining in the first.
Here we go. We're going to take another look at that end of the run. As he runs into the end zone, runs all the way to the fence, turns around. What more can you say? Good defense right there. Or good offense. With 5:42 remaining here in the first quarter, it's 12-0 Kimball. Here we have a shot of the disheartened Dondero Oak team, and then here we got the Kimball huddle, who are obviously happy and pumped after that
Look how small-
56-yard run. teams take the field and get ready for the extra point. Remember the last time Nathan Dixon squirted through and got it, but no, they're going for 2 to make it, trying to make it 14-0. Passes it, looks for a pass. Joe Doman starts off running. Oh, he gets in with a diving
Joe Doman
play. Jumps over.
For the 2-point conversion.
Jumps over number 10, Chris Hart, for the 2-point conversion. It's 14-0.
5 minutes, 42 seconds.
We're going to take another look at that one.
Quarter, your score, Royal Oak
Joe
Kimball
Doman with
Knights
an
14,
acrobatic
Royal
move.
Oak Dondero Oaks
Looks like
0.
Peyton Manning on that one. All right, here we go. Doman looking for a receiver. He has no one. Decides to squirt, misses, squirts by number 40, and then gets, wow. He got hit by 3 guys at one time in like midair.
Dondero's got to
nice play.
step up and make some tackles though if they want to stop that.
I think Dondero, to tell you the truth, is intimidated by the Kimball Knights. Kimball, who of course earlier this year beat a state-ranked Clarkston team here at Kimball.
And in the first quarter, it's Dondero 0 and Kimball 14.
Joe Doman, not only is he quarterback, but he kicks the ball. Little bloop kick right to number 83, Joe Scheid, 23, makes the catch and is down at like the spot of the ball.
Joe Scheid
44, the 36-yard line of the Oaks. And the Dondero will get once again another shot on offense after the fumble by Chris Hart last possession led to the second Knight touchdown. They have to do a little bit more passing. It's quite apparent that they haven't been able to run yet on the Kimball defense. Just running a basic 5 down. Here we go. Handoff to Chris Hart, who squirts through, keeps his feet moving, carries a pile of Knights for a quick 7-yard gain.
Nice run by Chris Hart.
Chris Hart does the basics of football.
Carry brought down
Keep
by
your
Scott
feet moving.
among other Knights.
Scott Karolak makes a stop for the Knights. We're going to get a replay of this play of Chris Hart. Watch his feet. His feet keep moving at all times. Which only can move them forward, not backwards. Here we are. Let's look at this. Dixon hands the ball off to Hart. Misses a tackle. Squirts. Gets grabbed by like 5 people. Keeps his feet moving. Gains another 2 yards. And it seems like Brian Watson is hurt on the play. He's coming off the field with the trainer. 5:22 remaining here in the first quarter. 14-0 Kimball over the Dondero Oaks.
I don't think we've seen Dondero pass the ball yet.
I don't think so either. There? Sounds like we're talking out there. Dondero. Dixon under Dondero possession, right at the 44-yard line. Handoff to Chris Hart.
Gets the ball again.
Stuffed by number 66, Scott Lance on the tackle.
Chris Hart on that carry.
Hart does not want to go down.
Kevin
He just keeps pumping his legs.
3rd down, and that was a loss of yardage there.
Kimball's getting penetration to the Dondero's offensive line there.
Kimball outweighs and outsizes the Dondero front 6 or whatever. 4:32 remaining, 14-0. Nice shot of the ball down there. Here we go. Hands off to number 31. Same play that got him the first down before, and he does. He squirts through for a 10-yard gain by number 31, Chris Adamczak. We've seen that play earlier.
Carry brought down by Andy
and
Martin.
Same result. But the next play, they fumbled. So watch this. Here we go with the replay.
First down.
31 runs, squirts through like he would have been gone.
6-yard line.
He'd have been gone if that whoever grabbed him didn't grab him.
Dondero's offensive line did a good job of opening a hole there, though.
Open that hole wide open. Here we go. Dixon under center, goes back to pass one, throws incomplete. Who was he throwing to?
Pass is incomplete, intended for Chris Adamczak.
Intended for Chris Adamczak. Was he even in the vicinity?
Dixon goes to the sideline.
Gets the play from his coach, runs back in. 2nd and 10 with 3:58 here left in the first quarter. 14-0 Kimball. The Kimball band keeps the crowd entertained, who are already pumped because the Kimball Knights are winning. Here we go. Hands off the ball to Hart, and he gets stopped by number 57, Scott Kerouac.
Carry.
Nowhere.
By Scott
3rd and
Kerouac
10.
along with Bill Cantwell.
Seems like Kimball's whole team was in on that stop. They all just came up and bam.
Whap!
Gain of 1 on the play, 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Dixon moves up under center. 3rd and 9. Big play here. Kimball stops him. They're going to have to punt again. Here we go. Hands it off to Chris Hart. What kind of call is that? He gets a 3-yard loss. Kimball stops him. Sometimes I have to question the Dondero coaches and their coaching call, but with the manpower that they have, Brian King makes a stop, by the way. I don't know. I think that was a bad decision on the Dondero coach's part to run a halfback draw on a 3rd and long. Don't happen all the time. You see it in the pros, but not in high school football. Here we go. Chris Hart back to punt again. 4th and 10. Punts. Uh-oh, here comes a rush. Blocked. Punt is blocked and picked up by number 16 for the Knights, Andy Martin. Here we're going to go to a replay of the blocked punt.
By Brian King, recovered by the Knights.
Blocks the punt.
First and 10.
Here we go with the replay. Ball snapped. Chris Hart goes back to kick, blocked by Brian King, who beats his blocker around the corner, and then number 16, Andy Martin, picks up the loose ball, and Kimball starts off with excellent field position. They're at their own 46-yard line. Dolman under center. The snap goes back to pass. Scrambles.
No one
looking for someone. Oh, dropped by number 10, Derek Atkins.
Pass is incomplete.
He had that beautiful
Derek
catch
Atkins
earlier.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for
He
the
saw
Knights.
him, hits him in the chest with it. He just like flew. I don't know. The grass is obviously slippery today.
That was good coverage by the Oaks there, though. I think after that one play, they just don't want to give up anything else.
Well, with the Dondero zone defense, they're preventing anything long, but they have to pinch at the line of scrimmage, keep the receivers from going downfield, even with like 5 yards. That would have been a 15-yard gain at least. Dolman under center, 2nd and 10, 2:29 remaining. His Knights leading 14-0. Hands off the ball to number 33, Matt Mitchell, who gains about
2 yards.
A yard.
Matt Mitchell on the carry, brought down by Marcus Richardson.
Brought down by number 82 for the Oaks, Marcus Richardson. I almost called him Brad. His
3rd
brother,
and
a former.
Dondero needs a stop here.
3rd and 8. Big play here for Dondero. They don't want to be down by any more than they already are. Big stop here by the defense would give them a boost of confidence. Here we go, Matt. Chad Urich rushes up the middle, stopped by number 10, Chris Hart, but not after a 20-yard gain on the play.
The first down, brought down by Chris Hart.
Chris Hart makes a tackle. We're going to get a replay of this draw up the middle. Before, they scored on a 56-yard touchdown run on the same play. Big hole, opens it up. Urich just runs. Gets stopped by Dixon and Hart.
1st and 10 for the Knights. Ball now on the Dondero 34-yard line.
Ball's on the Dondero 34-yard line. That was a disheartening run. Dolman hands the ball off to number 23, Andy Brewster, who gains about 6 yards. No, wait. That might be a first down. Nope. 2nd and 3, 7-yard gain on the play. Minute remaining left here in the
field after that 7-yard gain.
There's official timeout on the field. 1 minute left here in the first quarter. 14-0 Kimball over the Dondero Oaks.
They need a big play to get back in this game.
And this is WAK bringing you yet another sporting event here from Royal Oak. I'm Matt Kavanaugh.
Steve Langdon.
And here we are on this beautiful football day.
The Royal Oak Bash.
This is the bragging rights of the Royal Oak football. And for many years to pass, it has always been Kimball that has had these rights.
And if things keep going the way they are, they're going to get them again.
Dolman, under snap, fakes going back to pass, fakes a
70.
handoff. He sees him in the end zone, number 10, touchdown.
Oh!
Nice pass.
That's his second touchdown of the day.
Nice pass. That was a good play. Sees number 10, Chad Urich, wide open in the end zone. Derek Atkins, my bad.
They seem to have something going there.
That's a 34-yard touchdown pass.
27-yard touchdown
27-yard
pass.
touchdown pass. Here we go with the extra point. It is 20-0 Kimball here with 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Field goal is good. It is now 21-0
And
Kimball.
Joe Dolman's point after touchdown also good.
Let's see a replay on that Adkins pass.
With 36 seconds remaining in the first quarter, your score, Royal Oak Kimball Knights 21, Royal Oak Dondero Oaks 0.
Watch for 10. Watch for 10. Hey, listen to me. Watch for 10.
Kimball definitely dominating this game. I don't understand the calls by the Dondero coaches, but
Look at the faces on these Dondero and this Dondero crowd. It was
dismal. I wouldn't be surprised if people leave. But there we have a lot of Dondero students here. Just good to show support for your team, even though they are down 21-0. Kimball moves onto the field to kick it off, but Chris Hart back to receive for the Dondero Oaks. Well, if you like points, this is the place to be.
21-0 Kimball.
With 36 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, Dolman just got done throwing a touchdown pass, decides to kick the ball too. Kicks it. Number 31, Chris Adamczak gets the ball. Tackled by number 21, Desmond Jones on the play.
Chris Adamczak brought down by Desmond Jones.
Chris Adamczak on the return. Adamczak.
First and 10 for the night. The Oaks ball on their 29-yard line.
Dondero with the ball on their own 29-yard line. Who said the fight within a... I don't think they've even brought it down past the Kimball 40-yard line yet. Here we go. Dixon under center. Hands it off to Chris Hart. Goes absolutely nowhere.
They're just
Kimball
Chris
team
Hart
on the
it.
tackle
Gary
there.
Brian King on the stop.
Brian King with another tackle. Number 24 for the Kimball Knights. Dondero has 11 seconds remaining here in the first period. I think they'll just run the clock out.
Second and 9.
Why run a play when you can get the official timeout?
And that's the end of the first quarter.
There's
Your
the end of the
Royal
first
Kimball
quarter.
Knights 21,
Kimball
Royal
Knights
Dondero Oaks 0.
dominating the Dondero Oaks 21-0 on with 3 huge plays. 34-yard touchdown pass by Joe Dolman and Derek Atkins, who had a 51-yard catch earlier, and then Chad Urich runs one right up the gut for a touchdown. Dondero goes back over the huddle. Here we have a picture of the Kimball huddle. Definitely more happy than Dondero huddle. All right, number 75, Brian Cordes, who is a member of our team. You can see his back right there. He's a member of the crew here of WAK, but as you can see, he's playing, so he can't be here to help broadcast this, but we give Cordes mad props. He makes standing there look so easy. It's good. This is WAK bringing you the Kimball Dondero Royal Oak Bowl for bragging rights in the city of Royal Oak. So far, Kimball's got a lot to brag about with a 21-0 lead over him. But I'm Matt Kavanaugh.
I'm Steve Langdon.
And you're listening to this only station that is Diet News, or Diet TV. Here we go. We got a flag.
I think they.
The referee has stopped the band from playing because it is too loud and impeding the play here.
Or maybe he just didn't like the song.
Could be. Dondero has the ball on their own 30-yard line. Yeah, they have not. The scoreboard here is 21-0 Kimball with 12 minutes to go here in the second quarter, first half. Dondero desperately needs a points here, man. Dixon under center from his own 30. Hands the ball to Chris Adamczak. No, actually to Marcus.
Chris
Dondero
Adamczak on that.
has only
Chris
passed.
Adamczak on the carry.
Dondero has only passed the ball one time.
I know.
In this
I don't
game.
understand that.
Mike
but
Jones in on that stop.
You got to think that Kimball knows what's up now, you know?
you can't win a football game with a one-dimensional offense. You got to come at them with many different looks, many different styles, many different formations. And Dondero just does not seem to be doing that. So all Kimball has to do is play the run and stop the pass. Because if they stop the run, Dondero can't do anything. Chris Hart with the pitch gets stopped by number 88.
Chris Hart on the carry,
88,
brought down by
R.J.
Pat Derrick.
Palmer and Pat Derrick on the stop.
Chris Hart is a workhorse. He's carried the ball.
At least 10 times already.
I know.
At least. He hasn't been as productive as he has in the past.
71 Cadillac, your alarm is on. MHQ 71701. MHQ.
The score here is 21-0 Kimball. 10:54 remaining here in the first half. Here we go. Hart to punt. Kicks it off. 38. Number 38 for the Chad Roberts gets it. He's going. He can go out. He's going.
Got one man
Could
to
go.
beat.
Chris Hart brings him
steps up and
down.
makes the tackle.
Diving tackle by
Chris
Chris
Hart on
Hart.
that kick and on that stop of Chad
He
Roberts.
Good
kicked
play
the
by
ball
Chris
and
Hart.
made- yeah. Chad Roberts was almost gone.
Yep.
He could have went all the way except
If he
Chris
beats
Hart.
35
That's another
yard
7
punt
points for
return by Roberts makes
Kimball.
it 1st and 10 for the Knights. Ball on the Dondero
Knights
30-yard
start with
line.
excellent
Here
field
we go with the
position
replay.
again.
This. Oh. Here we go. Here's the kickoff. Roberts receives, runs. Looks like whoever that was for the Oaks tried to trip him.
Joe Scheid fell down in the mud. That's gotta
Be
that just
rough.
Stinks.
Here we go. Kimball has the ball on the Dondero 30-yard line.
Doman fakes the
Fakes the
handoff.
handoff. Sees looking for a pass.
Number
See
10 again.
Derek Atkins with another catch. Oh,
Derek
Dolman's
Atkins
on the
that
field after
reception
that
for the
hit.
first down.
Ed Peralt looks intimidating over there. Doman
1st and
walks over to
goal
the sideline,
for
listens to
Knights.
his
Ball
coach.
on
He
the
has gone
7-yard
nuts
line.
throwing.
We have a car in
he's
the parking lot with its
3 of
alarm
4,
going. It's a Cadillac.
2 touchdowns.
License
Yep.
plate MHQ701.
Derek Atkins comes out of the game
Then we
after
have a
yet
Cadillac in
another
the car with its
catch.
alarm
And
on.
PJ
License
Brewster
plate
comes in.
MHQ701.
Dondero's been on
Andy Brewster, sorry, PJ. Where'd that come from? Right here, Doman fakes it, looking to pass. He's rolling. Oh, throws the ball
Pass
out of
is
bounds
incomplete,
after
intended
a
for Pat
diving,
Derrick.
like Pat Derrick trying to dive for
Brings
that
up
ball
second
after it
and
was out of
goal
bounds
for the
anyways. There's
Knights.
no way he could have got to that one. 2nd and goal for the Knights. 10:15 remaining here.
Coverage.
Perot on the
Dondero's
coverage.
secondary is not doing too bad of a job, but the defensive line needs to get more penetration.
The Dondero secondary is making tackles, but they're not like going for the ball. They're letting the receivers catch the ball.
Well, that's smart though. That's smart defense.
But they've
you're
been
not gonna
burned
get the
3
big play
times.
like that, but you're not going to give up the big play either.
Yeah. Dolman under center for the Knights, who are on the Dondero 6-yard line. Here he goes. Hands it off to number 24, Brian King, who muscles his way down to the
Got a
1-yard line.
penalty on
And
the
there's
play
a
there.
flag on the play.
Brian King on the
Holding
carry, flags
offense.
On the play. Brian
I think that's
Portis
coming
on that
back.
Stop along with
Holding
Mike
offense,
Logan.
either that or a face. Holding offense, plays
Holding
coming back.
against the Knights, the indication.
2nd and 16 after that 10-yard penalty, which would have brought him down to the 1.
second and goal for the Knights. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Ball back out to the 16-yard lines. Lucky break there. So far there's been 2 penalties, and both penalties against Kimball. That's the only upside, that Dondero hasn't committed any penalties yet. 9:55 here remaining in the second quarter. 21-0 Kimball, and they're threatening again. Second and goal still. Hands it off to Brian King again, who was stopped by number 63.
Brian King on the carry.
Mike Pfaff.
Mike Pfaff on the stop, along with Mike Lothar.
And Mike Lothar, who is also an outstanding
third and goal from the 11
athlete here
for the
at
Knights.
Dondero High School. Mike makes a tackle. Is third and goal still from the Dondero 11-yard line. 5-yard gain on a play by Brian King.
They need to stop here if they even want to think about staying in this
Brian
game.
King, 5'9", 180. He passes. Uh-oh, here we go. Roberts, out of bounds. Complete pass, but out of bounds.
To Chad Roberts.
He couldn't tiptoe the line.
Nathan Dixon on that stop.
Dixon on the coverage.
That was pretty good coverage by him too.
Here we go. On the replay, Doman looks back, throws the quick fade, but he was out of bounds.
Yeah.
So it is now fourth big. This is a big stop for Dondero. If they can get if they can make it, instead of giving up 7.
I think Kimball's going to go for it here.
Kimball may be going for it here.
Why not? It's 21-0.
Yeah.
And Dondero hasn't been able to move the ball all day.
Why not? This just sets him up for Dondero next time. Brian King, fake handoff, blocks. Uh-oh, look at number 89, wide open. Oh, through his hands for Dondero ball at their own 11-yard line.
You think they planned that?
They may have for the next possession that Kimball has. They might be deep in Dondero territory again. Doman fakes a handoff to Brian King, who throws a nice block on number 19. The hand almost caught in the back of the end zone by another Kimball Knight, but Dondero now has the ball at their own 11 with 8:56 remaining in the first half. 21-0 Kimball.
Let's see if Dondero can move the ball out of their own territory.
They need to get a touchdown here. If they have any hopes of dreams or winning this game, they have to score here. They have to. They at least have to move the ball out of their own territory. Hands off to Chris Hart, who stood up by number 53 for the Knights, Nick High.
They're just bringing their whole team up to stop the run. I mean, they're not even worrying.
Chris Hart on that carry.
They're not even worrying about the
Scott
pass.
Karolak on that stop.
Dondero has thrown one pass. It fell like incomplete. I don't understand this. Why run the ball when all Kimball has to do is put 8 or 9 guys on the line of scrimmage and stop the run?
Second and 9.
Because if they haven't even threatened a pass yet. At least they could do is run like play action, so they think that the pass is gonna go. But they've been running the ball nonstop. There they go again. Chris Hart squirts through. Looks like he was a little bit dizzy on that play. Stopped by Brian King and number 89
and
Pat Derritt and Chad Roberts.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 4. With 8 minutes remaining. If you're gonna throw a pass, now's the time to throw a pass.
3rd and 4 for
a little
the Oaks.
quick hitch. That's all they need is 4 yards. Just run a 4-yard pattern, hit them on a quick hitch, first down, maybe more. Dixon under center. The snap. Pitch to Chris Hart, who gets stopped by number 10.
It looked like Kimball
Derek
knew that one
Atkins.
was coming.
Kimball knew it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Now it's 4th down,
Chris
and
Hart on
we're
that
deep
carry,
in
brought
Dondero
down by
territory
Chad
still.
Urich.
Cordes runs off the field. Looks like they're gonna have to punt. And either way, Kimball's gonna have possession in Dondero's end of the field. Here we got a shot of the Dondero cheerleaders cheering about, I don't know. 7:04 remaining here in the second half. 21-0 Kimball. Here we go with the punt. Hart back to kick. Here they go, full force at it. Oh, almost blocked again. Squib kick caught by number 89.
That was
Pat
a
Derrick,
low kick.
who's running to our right. Coming around. Perrault grabs him. Nice tackle by Ed Perrault.
That was a nice job by Adams
Pat Derrick on
getting in
that
front of the
punt
runner
return.
there.
9-yard return.
9-yard return by
Ed
Pat
Perot.
Derrick. Perot makes a big stop.
1st and 10 for the Knights. Ball on the Dondero 41-yard line.
Ball is on the Dondero 41-yard line. Here we're gonna get a replay of this kick and return. Chris Hart gets the ball, almost blocked again. There was many Kimball defender there. Pat Derrick makes the catch, evades number 1, Ed Perot, but then Ed just grabs him by the legs, brings him straight down. Here we go. Dolman under center, hikes the ball, hands it off to number 30, Chad Urich, who is gang tackled by number
Chad Urich
40,
carry, brought down by Dan Judge. Along with Nathan Dixon.
And Nathan Dixon make the stop for Dondero, but still a gain of 3 yards on the play. 4 yards. 5 yards. No, 4 yards, because the scoreboard's going nuts. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 5.
No, 2nd and 5 now. They changed it again. 6:15 left here in this first half. 21-0 Kimball. And they're driving once more.
Once again in Dondero territory.
They've been in Dondero's end the entire game. To number 24, Brian King makes a move, steps down. He could have had. He had
credit
daylight.
that tackle to the Kimball field.
He got tackled by his own field. But no, Brian King obviously mad at the play. He slams his hand on the ground.
Well, that's frustrating when you're about to break it. And
here we go. Dolman hands the ball off to number 24, Brian King, who comes around, sees an opening, slips there, and just falls down.
He tried to make a move. He had one man to beat. And
that was Nathan Dixon. He had him beat. He just fell. That's still, nonetheless, a first down. 5:37 remaining here. Dolman under center. Snap. Oh, flag on the play. Joe Dolman's hard count draws, I believe, the Oak defense off sides. False start offense. Maybe I was wrong. That's 3rd penalty on Kimball. Dondero was yet to suffer a penalty. Illegal procedure against the Knights.
One thing you can say about Dondero is
it's the only thing on the plus side for Dondero. Is they haven't drawn any penalties yet. Dolman runs back onto the field to that. He is in the reins of the team here. It is 1st and 15 after that procedure call. Back to the Dondero.
Three backs in the backfield there.
3 backs, hands it off to number 24, Brian King, who runs over Ed Perot and 3 other players.
Stop along with Chris Hart.
Ed Perot gets up hopping.
The Dondero players have got to be getting tired. I mean,
especially the defense. They've been on the field the entire game.
Well, but think about it. Half their defense is also their offense.
9-yard gain, 2nd and 6.
All right, the score is now
21-0.
21-0 Kimball here in the 2nd quarter. 4:44 remaining. Dolman under center, 2nd and about 5. Hands off to Brian King, who pushes number 19. Oh, he breaks through. Oh,
monster! He just ran through
touchdown.
Brian King on the touchdown.
Brian King knocked, just like push number 19.
That was a beautiful
Steve Burns right off the ball. That's what Brian King did in junior high all day long. 27-0 Kimball.
That was
Brian
a monstrous
King
run there, man. He just plowed right through all those
kept his feet moving. That's all you got to do.
Well, the
poor tackling on Dondero.
High, and they just shoved him.
We're going to get a replay of this amazing run. Here's the ball. He just pushes Steve Burns right off him, runs through tackles. Dixon can't even tackle him. He just runs into the end zone almost like it was a day at the office.
That's tough for Dondero, too. I mean,
the extra point is good, and it's 28-0 after that.
After touchdown is
nice
good.
Run by Brian King.
4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first half.
He just tossed Steve Burns like Steve Burns was nothing.
Royal Oak, Dondero Oaks, 0.
It'd be nice for Dondero to get a score here before the half.
Here we go. Look at the crowd at Dondero cheering wildly. They're pretty...
They don't really have much to cheer about, except for they haven't committed any penalties yet.
Yeah, let's give them a round of applause for not committing any penalties. Kimball clearly dominating the Dondero Oaks. Dondero's fans look much dismayed. Wow, that's my girlfriend. And here in the second quarter, the score is Kimball Knights 28, Dondero the 0-0 with 4:30 remaining here in the first half.
That's
Here we have a shot of Mr. Barrich in the crowd. All right, this is Matt Kavanaugh for WOAK Sports Production here.
and this is Steve Langdon. And we're bringing you live coverage of the Royal Oak Bash.
Bragging rights to Dondero, or bragging rights to Kimball here today. They're about to kick it off here. Chris Hart and Chris Adamczak back to return the ball. Dolman kicks it to number 23, Joe Scheid, who calls for the fair catch.
Hey! Hey! That's 15!
And then number 23,
Dondero coach is livid. They want
Andy
the penalty.
Brewster.
Oh, and the flag was thrown.
That was questionable as a late hit because Joe Scheid did call for the fair catch. And he was hit after the fair catch, which should have been a 15-yard penalty on the Knights.
Dondero takes over 1st and 10, ball on their own 34-yard line.
Dondero has not moved past the 40-yard line of the Kimball Knights once today. They moved past the 50 once, and then they fumbled the ball.
I thought they were going to score there, too. That was a fairly decent drive.
Here we go.
He only has one arm.
Here we go. Dixon under center. Hands the ball off to Chris Hart, who squeaks, turns, and gets tackled by number 19, Brian Watson, and number 53, Nick High.
And still,
Chris Hart
we've
on the
only
carry.
seen one pass from Dondero.
Brought down
If
4:17
Dondero
left in
wants
the
to win this
second
ball
quarter.
game, they have to pass the ball. There's nothing more to it. All Kimball has to do is put 8 guys on the line of scrimmage, stop the run.
Gain of 3 on the carry, 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7, a gain of 3 by Chris Hart. They have to throw the ball if they even want. They cannot run the ball all day. You never see any football team win by running all day, unless you're the Detroit Lions and you have Barry Sanders. So that's it.
Official timeout on the field.
Official timeout. 3:58 remaining here in the second half. There, the first half, 28-0 Don Kimball over to the Dondero Oaks. The coach is questioning the call on the kickoff. Scheid.
Call like that, you should be on the field. Yelling at her so close to spitting in his face.
Kimball Band is still playing.
That's a Dondero band.
Sorry.
Here we go. Dixon under center from the 41-yard, the 36-yard line. Hands the ball off to Chris Hart. Stopped in the backfield by number
Chris Hart on the
51.
carry.
Tim Messing.
Tim Messing. I went to school
Scott
with him
Carolak
too.
get on that stop.
I'd like to give a shout out to our director in the van, Matt the Man Long.
3rd
Yeah,
and
right.
7 for the Oaks.
The audio is his other friend, Jason Stodola, with the... Oh, Adamczak gets the run. He's stopped by a gang of...
Adamczak on the carry. Brought down by
We got the
Scott
pep
Carolak.
band over in the Dondero stands. Yoo-hoo! They're real pepped over there.
Still playing, though.
They play with such enthusiasm over there. And the Dondero crowd just sitting there. It looks like they're sitting in a classroom or something, not at a football game.
There's a small group of fans dancing to the music, but the majority are just sitting there with a astonished look on their face. They can't believe their team is
A
getting
look of
beat
dismay
28
comes
nothing.
across the field. Dondero is to punt once again. I cannot see why they don't throw the ball. Chris Hart almost blocked again.
That was
with
a
number
nice
89.
That was a nice punt.
Pat
There you go.
Derrick gets the ball,
Adamczak.
running to the right. See 50, Mike Louther brings the kid down on
That's a good
the
tackle.
bounds. Nice tackle. Chris
Derrick
Adamczak gives him a little bit of a
punt
ride
return.
on the way up.
Look at his jersey, man.
We're going to get a
Brought down
replay
by
of this.
Lothar's jersey. It looks like he's been rolling around in the field or something.
He has been. He's been the Dondero defense has been on the field like the entire first half.
You know.
2:15 remaining. Here we get the replay. Number 89, Pat Derrick gets the ball, runs by
He just
Adamczak.
grabs him and tosses him down here.
Mike Louther uses his strength and power to wrap the kid up.
You'd like to
But-
see the rest of the Dondero's defense do that.
Kimball can score once again. This is their worst field position of the day, and that's at their
Kimball's
own
going with that
45-yard
set
line.
again.
Here we go. Fakes the handoff. Nice pass. Goes downfield to number 89, Pat Derrick. Picked off by
Chris Hart almost had the
Pass
interception.
Chris
from Pat
Hart
Derrick,
could have
broken
picked
up
that
by
off,
Chris
but
Hart
decides
on
to
the
just
coverage.
bat it in
Second
the air.
and 10.
Star on offense, star on defense.
Okay, we're gonna go to a replay of this defensive play by number 10, Chris Hart, who is everywhere.
This is
Dolman
nice. He
with
just-
a nice fake.
He just sits
throws
back
it downfield.
and waits.
That was like a Hail Mary or something on first down. 2:06 remaining here in the first half. 28-0 Dondero or Kimball over the Dondero Oaks. I wish it were 28-0 Dondero. I'd be going. I'd scream. Dolman moves under center, looks over, communicates with his receiver. Hands the ball off to number 33. Number 33, Matt Mitchell.
Matt Mitchell on the carry.
Gain of 4. Third and
Ken Muller
6.
and Adam Creasy.
third and
on
5.
the
That was a
stop.
gain of 5.
Sorry.
1:52 remaining. The refs in their triangle formation. One guy bends over, puts the ball on the ground, waves his hand. Let's play football.
I think Kimball's just trying to run the clock out here. I mean, there's only 1:35 left.
3rd and 5 for the Knights.
You gotta be over on that side. You gotta rotate for that strong. They gotta
Here we go.
move over.
Dolman under center. That false start on the offense. Number 24, Brian King, runs around the side, breaks free again. You can't tackle the kid. Now there's another flag. 2 flags on the play.
Flags all over the
Down on
field.
that
Flag in the
play, Brian
backfield,
King
and then
on
a
that
flag.
carry.
It's going to be false start offense. False start offense. That play's
Brought
going to
down
move
by
back.
Mike Lothar.
But there is another penalty over on the, like right by the spot of the ball. So we don't know what's up here yet. But
The false start should have stopped the play anyways.
all right, here we're going to go to a replay of this run. Brian King, who's just untackleable. I don't think he's been tackled yet once. Here he goes. Brian King, the flag right there. It must be on the offense, holding or something. Then he breaks through Dixon like he's nothing. Lothar like he's, Lothar brings him down after. Here we go. We got the other flag right there, but the first flag's bringing it all the way back. Declined.
Two
Dondero,
penalties against the Knights on that play. Clipping is declined. Illegal shift accepted by the Oaks.
the illegal shift is accepted by the Oaks. The clipping, which was against the Knights 2, was declined. So now it is 3rd and 10 from the Kimball 44-yard line. 1:11 remaining here. 28-0 Kimball Knights over the Dondero Oaks. I'm Matt Kavanaugh.
Steve Langdon.
We're here for WAK. Oh, fakes the
handoff.
handoff. Passes. Number 30. Oh! Drops the ball. Either Chris Hart got his hand in on that or
Intended for Chad
dropped.
Urich.
He just dropped it. I think
Broken up by Chris Hart. Brings up 4th down for the Knights.
4th down for the Knights. Dondero's defense
Chris
is
Hart-
starting to play good.
It has got
Decent
getting
anyways.
tired. I
Yeah.
mean, he's carried the ball I don't know how many times.
He's been running all over the field today.
Yep.
He's
And-
going to run out of gas soon.
Well, hopefully during the halftime he'll get a breather.
52 seconds left here in the second quarter. 28-0 Kimball. And we have a timeout on the field.
Kimball timeout on the field.
Kimball
second in the
timeout.
First half. They have 1 remaining.
Kimball or Dondero has all 3 timeouts remaining.
Kimball is just not giving up here. I mean, they're going for the kill
like
here.
college football.
Yeah,
Here we got
no-
a shot of the inside the huddle.
No mercy at all from them. I mean, they just keep going and going.
College football, man. Run up the scoreboard.
Yep.
It's got to be 85-0 before they put in their second string players.
Well, I mean, but anything could happen here. I mean, Chris Hart gets a lucky run, touchdown.
And it's 28-7.
Yeah, well,
All right, here we have the man, Coach Steele, the man, the myth, the legend.
really, Dondero's defense hasn't played that bad. They just give up a few
Gave up
big-
4 big plays, which
Yeah,
puts them
well-
down 28-0. I mean,
Well, but it's also at fault of the offense because they haven't been able to keep the defense off the field.
yeah. The offense hasn't been able to control any of the clock, so they're keeping their defense on the field, which is making it
I mean, they've
Cordis
basically-
runs out in the field, our WAK crew member.
Cordis is a monster. Look at him.
Cordis looks vicious in that muddied up.
6'6", 260 pounds. I mean, come on.
That's a big boy.
That's a big guy.
Yeah, Dolman back to pass, rolls out, sees number 30, Derek.
Chad Roberts.
Chad
on the
Roberts.
First down
First down reception.
reception. Brought down by Ryan Wargo.
Wargo on the
First
stop,
and
but it was
10
more of
for the
a
Knights. Ball
loss of
now on
footing.
the Dondero 36-yard line.
Kimball has the ball at the Dondero 36-yard line. They might want to pop one more in here and make it 35-0 at halftime. If they do that, if they score here, the way this game's going, it'd be
Clock's
70
running
to
down
nothing
inside
Kimball.
50 seconds here. Less than a minute to go.
This is not good.
They need to stop him. Definitely.
They have to make a stop here. Fakes the handoff. Dolman back to pass. Two guys on him. Passes it
Oh,
over to
bobbles
Brian
the
King,
ball.
who bobbles it, cuts back.
We've seen Brian
Uh-oh.
King break some tackles. Let's see what
Brian
we can do
King
here.
gang tackled all the way down to the
Brian
Dondero
King on
10-yard
Pumping
line.
his legs. It takes 3 Dondero tacklers to bring him down. I mean,
Once he gets those stumps of legs moving, it's hard to
Brought
bring
down by Chris
locomotive
Adamzak
Brian King
and
down.
Nathan Dixon. Knights call a
Dix-
timeout, their final timeout.
Here we go to
of
the
first
replay.
half.
Knights call the timeout.
Dolman
with
looks
19
around.
seconds left. They are really
Sees
trying
it,
to
little screen, passes it over to King, who bobs the ball, catches it, slips. Hart dives on the ground, makes a cut back. Dixon, 4 guys had to bring him down. Whoa, and they almost didn't even bring him down.
That was good concentration on the catch there, though. He bobbled it, but he still pulled it in.
Got a timeout on the field with 19 seconds in the first half remaining. I think Kimball's trying to pop one in right here.
Oh,
for
definitely.
For the intimidation touchdown. And then Kimball will just come out and play defense. But during the second half, during the intermission break, I believe that the Dondero coaches have to rewrite their playbook and throw some passes.
And I'm sure that
Yes.
this team will probably get a stern talking to.
Excuse me.
I wouldn't want to be in their shoes when McElroy and Steele give
Start
their halftime
screaming.
speech.
Not much they can do, though. Defense hasn't been able to keep. We got a shot of the. Is this the Dondero crowd?
No, this is Kimball crowd.
No. This is the Dondero crowd. They're pumped.
It's Kim-
Kimball
Kind of- I'm wondering why Dondero's pep band is playing.
fakes. Fake. Oh, wide open. They're going to go. Touch. Oh! That would have been a nice catch and play.
Pass is incomplete, intended for Pat Derrick.
14 seconds
Chris
left
Hardy
after
on
that
that coverage.
incomplete pass.
Pat Derrick could not pull that ball in.
If he would have pulled that in, that would have been Desmond Howard-like.
Oh, I know.
Here we go.
He
Dolman
almost did, though. It
fakes the handoff, which Dondero should be doing on offense.
just comes right off his
Running-
fingertips.
Running bootleg
Oh,
right off his fingertips, and the diving try by Matt Roberts, or Chad Roberts.
that was a nice little bootleg by Dolman, though.
Yeah. Dolman looks like he knows what he's doing. Underneath center, the snap, fakes the he's going to pass, going to number 10, makes the
Derek
catch,
Adkins.
touchdown.
Did he bring both?
No,
Yeah, they're
he-
singly touchdowns.
to
They're singly
Derek
touchdowns.
he
Adkins.
had both
for the
feet. It didn't
touchdown.
look like he had both feet in.
No,
It didn't look like he had both feet in.
11-yard touchdown pass.
But that's
Joe Dolman to
that
Derek
don't matter.
Adkins.
34-0 Kimball after that touchdown pass from Dolman to Roberts.
9 seconds left in the game. I don't
Derek
think,
Adkins with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
Yep.
We don't even need a replay of that one. We've seen it 3 times already this game.
There you go. Extra point.
Here we go.
Dolman,
Oh, it's good.
Dolman's
Dolman.
got three
Touchdown passes, a 2-point conversion run, and
And
like
after
numerous
is good.
extra points.
9 seconds.
and now he's going
in
to
the
come in and
first
kick the
half.
ball
Yeah, I
off.
know. 9
Your
seconds
score,
left here in the
Royal Oak
second
Kimball,
half. It's 35-0.
Royal Oak Dondero 0.
35-0. Kimball Knights.
All right, really, Dondero's
Dolman
only
in
chance
the
of
huddle,
scoring
their
here
star
is if
player.
they get a long kickoff return, maybe a deep pass. But
There's. Here we
We
go.
haven't
And
seen any
it's not
passing.
halftime, but the score is 35-0 Kimball over the Dondero Oaks.
what do you think, mate? You think
One-sided.
if you're into Dondero coach's shoes, do you just kneel and go into halftime, or you throw the ball downfield, take a chance.
Well, you got nothing to lose. You're down 35-0. You might as well take a chance, but this is going to be like a squib kick. So far, this field has been tilted on its axis down in the Dondero end. It's like Dondero's running uphill and Kimball's running downhill at him.
That's a nice analogy you got there.
Cliff Carolyn, a former Dondero player, has entered the building. He quit because of some personal problems. Kickoff is out of bounds, illegal procedure. Flag on the play, illegal procedure, ball goes to automatically.
Flags down on the play.
48 slips and falls.
This is Dondero's best starting field position of the game.
Yeah,
Right
at their own, and this is off the kickoff. Yeah. Now we need, there's 9 seconds remaining. They just got the time. Now they just got to throw the ball downfield. Throw pass, take a chance. You ain't got nothing to lose. You're down 35 points anyways.
Dondero has really not tried any risky plays at all this game. I mean, it's all been run. We've
Hey.
seen one pass,
They don't pass.
and that was to their fullback.
They're running backs. If Dondero was without running backs, they'd be in a world of hurt, which they already are. And they hand the ball off to number 42, Dan Wazinski,
That's going to be...
who gets hit by like
Clock runs out. That's
4 Oaks. Hey, here we go at the halftime.
end of
This is Matt Kavanaugh,
Steve Langdon.
and it's WAK, but
At the Royal Oak Bash,
At the
Kimball
Royal Oak Bowl.
bashing Dondero 35-0.
yep, it's definitely a one-sided tilt. Here we go. Here we are back at the Royal Oak Bowl. This is Matt Kavanaugh.
Steve Langdon.
And here we are at the start of the third quarter. It's 35-0 Kimball, and they're getting the ball back. Here we go, number 30, Chad Urich runs the ball all the way back to his own 40-yard line.
Return.
Tackled by number 50, Mike Lothar. Dan Wazinski also on the tackle. And here we are at the start of the third quarter. It's 35-0 Kimball over the Dondero Oaks.
The one bright spot for Dondero has been Chris Hart, and we've learned
That he has just gone over 1,000 yards on the season, which is outstanding.
that is really good.
Doman moves up under center. The snap, hands the ball off to number 33, Matt Mitchell, who rumbles for a first down and more. 15-yard gain all the way down to the Dondero 45-yard line.
Justin Kaufman and Ed Perot in on that stop.
Ed Perot and Justin Kaufman for the Oaks make the tackle.
Now in Dondero territory on the 46-yard line.
Dondero is just
Getting dominated in this football game.
Yep.
They don't pass the ball. They're limited. Can't pass the ball, so
that, and they just don't. They don't have enough people on their team. to
we
even
need definitely
compete.
more players. Definitely more players we need. Although, even though their team is trailing 35-0, the Dondero crowd has not diminished that much.
No.
Kimball crowd has just gotten bigger.
That's nice to see too, because Dondero. I don't know.
Dondero has good attendance at home games, but should be the Kimball Lumberjacks. They're cutting down the Mighty Oaks. 10:56 here left in the third period. Dondero runs back out on the field. Defense seems like we've seen these guys the entire game.
Doman has just been outstanding in this game. A lot of nice passes.
If you were a fantasy football league player, you need him.
Yeah, definitely.
Points. He's under center. Takes a snap. Hands it off to number 30. Number 20, Andy Graziano.
I think that's the first time he's been in the game.
That's the first time he's been in the game. Andy Graziano with the carry. All right, we're going to get a replay of this run by number 20, Andy Graziano.
The offensive line of Kimball is just
Dominating the the defensive front of the, here we go on the replay. And number 20, Andy Graziano, just squirts down, tackled for a three-yard gain.
And you can also see that Dondero's having some missed tackles here and there too. That's not helping much either.
Not at all. Good observation. Number 32 gets the ball, squirts, runs, tackled by Lennon Jones there. The 6'1", 200-pound junior. He's only a junior. I can't. He's going to be scary next year. Squirts through for a first down for Kimball again. Now they're at the Dondero 35-yard line. Driving again, looking to put the last axe hole in the Dondero Mighty Oak. One more chop. Lennon Jones again. Squirts out to the right. He's got all day.
There he goes.
10, 5.
Into the end zone. Oh, no.
42-0.
That's
41-0 right now. Lennon Jones with a clipping against Kimball. Uh-oh. Coming back. Crowd anticipated too early. Flag on the play. Clipping against Kimball. Negates the touchdown. Here's the replay. We'll see if we can find the clip. Lennon Jones comes around. Here he just goes. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, but it is going to be a Kimball penalty for clipping, and that brings the ball all the way back out to the Dondero 37-yard line. 1st and 13. That was great.
That was a nice run by
Lennon Jones, only to be negated by the clipping penalty against Kimball. Dondero yet to draw a penalty. Back to Lennon Jones he goes, and he doesn't get nearly as much as he did the last time. Gets a yard, if not any.
Looks like Kimball's just going to be
Creasy on
running
the
the ball here.
Killing clock time.
Yep.
Because if we were going at the rate as they did in the first half, it'd be 70-0. And that would be probably the biggest embarrassment in Dondero history.
Yeah, I mean, keep this thing from getting way, way, way out of hand. Dondero was
It is already out of hand.
Yeah, but they can still make it decent,
Yeah, respectable.
Yeah,
oh! Whoa, I felt that one all the way up here. Mike Lowther with the helmet-to-helmet hit on number. Here we're gonna go see a replay of the hit by number 50, Mike Lowther. Helmet-to-helmet. I heard that all the way up here in the press box. All right, here's the replay. Watch number 50, Mike Lowther. Gets the ball. Oh, Graziano gets stood up. Tackled by like 5 Oaks. That's
down at the end.
tosses him down even after the whistle blew, but that's Dondero's frustration. Doman back to pass.
Number 20 is wide open. Oh, into
That's
the
not
dirt.
even Doman. That's Desmond Jones running the helm there. Doman's not even in the game. Desmond Jones at the helm for
This has got to be
Kimball
frustrating
Knights.
for Dondero.
4th and 13, 6:54 remaining here in the third quarter. Kimball has controlled the ball the entire quarter so far. And they are not going to punt the ball away either.
That's not showing Dondero's defense any respect at all.
None. It's 4th and 13, and what do? They hand the ball off to number 48, who's busting around the right side, gets tackled by number 10, Chris Hart. Number 45, Dave Seaman. Not even nearly close enough to the first down. I would like to apologize for our last broadcasting of Kimball versus West Bloomfield. We had a bit of a questionable call on some of the players' names against Kimball, but I'd just like to say apologize and well, here at WK we got it won't happen again. All right, and Dondero has the ball for the first time in the second half, their own 30. Hands off to Chris Hart, squirts up the middle for a 2-yard gain, tackled by like number 42, Mike Jones. Second and 8, gain of 2 on the play. Dondero.
You want to see Dondero score here. I mean,
Give the crowd something to cheer about. Dixon hands the ball off to Hart again. Hit by number 57, Scott Kerlach, before he even crossed the line of scrimmage.
I mean,
Kerlach was already in the backfield and might have jumped off there. We got a shot of the Kimball defense. Look at the size of those guys. If I met any one of them in a dark alley, I'd be scared.
Odd formation from Dondero.
What
here.
is this? I have never seen this before. And, oh, nothing.
What was that?
I don't even know what that was. What kind of formation was that? I've never even seen that before in my life, and I've watched football since I was like 5. We're going to get a replay of this odd play by the Dondero Oaks, which
Looks like they got
3 did nothing. Stopped by, didn't fool anyone. Whoever hit him, just hit him like for a yard. It is 4th and 14 now. 3:55 remaining here in the third. Dondero's about to punt the ball away again. Here's the time to run a fake punt for a first down, or pass the ball.
Definitely.
But nope. Hart with the kick goes back to number 89,
Not a
Pat
bad
Derrick, who's running across the 45, back to the 50, runs across. Uh-oh. He could go. Oh, down to the 20. There's a flag on the play. It's going to be against Kimball. I believe it's against Kimball.
Justin Kaufman with the stop there, knocking
Pat Derrick out of bounds after a huge return. All the way down to the Dondero 20-yard line. They're going to score again. Oh, actually, 35-0, 3:14 remaining here. Let's get a replay of this run back. See if we can see why the flag was drawn. Derrick cuts across, back across the 45, past the 50, 45, 35, 40.
Oh, that was a block from behind. And Kimball.
Kimball. The ball moves all the block, illegal block. That was a clipping call. Clipping call on the Kimball Knights brings the ball all the way back to the Dondero 45. Kimball's had excellent field position all day long. I don't even think they've started in their own territory, except for the opening kickoff. Then they drove all the way down. Desmond Jones is still in it.
Out here. Look at that. Hello, number 11.
Number 20, Andy Graziano on the carry. 4-yard, 6-yard gains, 2nd and 4. 2:11 here remaining.
Did you see number 11? There was nobody covering him.
All right, now we're going to get a replay on the run by number 20, Andy Graziano. Here we are. 20, Andy Graziano squirts through, falls down, gets hit by number 4. All right, here we go, back to live action. I'm Matt Kavanaugh.
Steve Langdon.
We're here for WAK, bringing you sports production. Dave Seaman on the carry, hopping around in there. Misses a few tackles, gains 3 yards. Tackled by number 48, Mike Manley of the Dondero Oaks.
Dondero was just getting torn up inside, and Kimball's just running the clock down. I mean,
Here we got a shot of the ball being snapped. Here we go. Desmond Jones moves up under center. The snap, the handoff to number 40, who gets stuffed. But that's still enough for a first down for the number 40.
it doesn't look like he gave him the first down.
There is no name on the back of the jersey, and he's not listed in the playbook. So I don't know. Number 40 is the mysterious player, but a gain of 2. Damon Cato or something like that. Kimball with many reserves in the game right now. Nice hit, 32. 32 for the Lennon Jones on the run. Stop.
First down.
First down Kimball, though. Dave Eads and Mike Lothar combined for that tackle. 71, Justin Kaufman. Number 19.
He's a big guy, too. 6'6", 225.
Steve Burns. End of the third quarter with no scoring. Amazing. 35-0 Kimball.
Kimball's
Go to the fourth quarter.
Kimball's just running up the clock here. I mean,
They controlled the ball for like 11 minutes of the 12 minutes in the third quarter. Kimball already looks like they're celebrating on the field right now.
well, it's 35-0, wouldn't you?
This is WAK, the only station that's baked, not fried. I'm Matt Kavanaugh,
I'm Steve Langdon.
and
We're at the Royal Oak Bash here at
Kimball High School, Royal Oak, Michigan. Perfect day for football, just a little bit too wet after the rains we received yesterday on Halloween. Wishing everybody a happy Halloween and a holiday season coming up. All right, start of the fourth quarter, 12 minutes going to game. All right, here we go. First play of the fourth quarter, Desmond Jones hands off to number 20, Andy Graziano, who goes nowhere.
Both are in on that stop.
6-yard gain. Mike Lothar on the stop.
Seems like he's been stopping everybody all day.
Lothar, another bright spot for the Oaks. The Oaks have two bright spots today. No penalties. And their defense hasn't really played all that poorly. It's just been big plays that have killed them. Their offense has not been able to hold the ball. They've gone 4 and out each time.
And it doesn't help that your offense isn't scoring either. You know?
Exactly. Here we go.
That was
Number
a nice
Dave
block by
Seaman goes all the way up the middle. Touchdown, Kimball.
If we get a replay of that, watch the block by number 32. He just comes in and pops his guy. I mean, you could hear it all the way up here in the booth.
Lennon Jones with a huge block, which spurts Dave Seaman up the left side for a 20-yard touchdown run.
I would say this hurts for Dondero, but this game was pretty much already over at the half anyways.
41-0 Kimball. There we go, Dolman out there to kick the extra point. Does his little steps. We got a picture of Mr. Seaman on the sideline taking off his helmet. Dolman kicks, which gets blocked by number 51, Adam Creasy, so it remains 41-0. 10:34 remaining here in the game. Okay, we're gonna get a replay of this touchdown run by number 45, Dave Seaman. Here we go.
Number 32. Bam,
32, huge block, springs Seaman, who turns around the defense and just scampers in for an unscathed touchdown. With 10:03 remaining here, this game is pretty much over. This game was over at halftime. Dondero, having never been blown out this bad.
This has got to be frustrating for players like Chris Hart and
This has got to be frustrating for the seniors who had hopes and dreams.
I mean,
actually, it's disappointing for all Dondero fans and all Dondero people.
you would hope that truthfully, they probably didn't have a shot at winning this game, but they still should have kept it closer than this, you know?
Yeah, Dolman to kick it off to the Oaks. Kicks it off, number 31, Adamczak on the catch. Slips as he gets it. Goes, runs, knocked out of bounds by number 38, Chad Roberts. 9:01 remaining here in the game. 41-0 Kimball over the Dondero Oaks.
That's another big difference in the game is special teams. Kimball has been able to get good returns and have good kick coverage too.
Dondero at their own 34-yard line. Hasn't even been past the Kimball 40-yard line.
Looks like they're going to run the ball again. They got 3 backs in the backfield.
We've seen 2 passes, 1 completion. Oh, Marcus Richardson runs. Tackled by number 10,
That's a nice run.
Derek Atkins. First down, Dondero. 10-yard gain on the play. And there's a flag on the play. Late play. Another flag.
Multiple flags down on the field.
Looks like it might be unsportsmanlike conduct here.
Yeah, this might be an unsportsmanlike here with an ejection. Here we go with the replay of the Marcus Richardson run. Dixon gives it to him. He just runs with his head down like John Riggins or something. Wow. Dondero, wow.
Huge
Dondero,
penalty on
huge penalty. That's a 30-yard penalty? Wow, Dondero, their first time they've passed the Kimball 40-yard line, and it's been on penalties.
Yeah.
7:30 remaining here in the game. Dixon, they're at the Kimball 25. Dixon hands the ball to number 82, Marcus Richardson again, stopped by number 64.
That's
Might
a pretty
be
good run there.
84.
Yeah, he was pumping his
Mike
legs.
Allen, or Matt DeMay, actually.
You got to give the Oaks offensive lines credit there because they just completely moved that Kimball defensive front back.
Yep. They did. The Kimball, that was the first play that Dondero's offensive line has actually created a hole big enough there for them to run through. 6:50 remaining. Dixon, under center, snaps, goes back to pass.
To Hart.
Screen, Hart makes a few moves.
Oh, he's got open field.
Hart stops, but down. There's a penalty on the play. Chris Hart makes a nice play.
Look at that. What was that? A pass? And that's probably one of their biggest gains of the day, except for the penalty, of course.
And I think
below the waist against the Oaks.
block below
coming
the
back.
waist negates that play, and Chris Hart looks dismayed. It's like, what can you do? Here we go.
Finally
Let's
get
get
a
a
nice
look at this.
playoff, and the one thing that hasn't hurt him, penalties,
Dixon
comes
looks,
back to hurt him.
sees Hart, little screen, gets it, and then the penalty right there is on the left corner of your screen. But there's not much you can do. First penalty against the Oaks, and it was the big play.
Yeah, I know.
That brings it all the way back to the Kimball 30, where they originally started. So it's now 2nd and 15 with 5:42 remaining in the game.
This is a different formation for Dondero here. Single back set, Chris Hart, the lone back.
There's a pass play here.
Number
Number 40 has it. Dan Judge has it slipped through his hands, almost intercepted.
looked like he tried to run with the ball before he caught it.
Brad Penny on coverage.
No. Dondero is obviously frustrated at this loss at the hands of the Kimball Lumberjacks, who have knocked down the Mighty Oaks in surprising fashion. Will they buy a chainsaw or something? It's 4:55 remaining here in the game. 41-0 the Kimball Knights over the Dondero Oaks. I'm Matt Cavanaugh.
This is Steve Langdon.
Reverse to Chris
reverse.
Hart. He ain't going nowhere, though, really. He's got open field, but he's brought down by number 21, Desmond Jones, before he could do anything.
Dondero's getting
had all
freaky
the
here
field
in
in
the
the
fourth
world.
quarter.
Dondero's coaches reaching up their sleeves, looking for those trick plays. Here we're going to get a replay of this reverse. Here we go. Dixon, under center, calls the shots. Hands the ball off to Pike. Hands the ball off to Adamczak, who hands it off to Chris Hart. Goes back the other way. Nice block by the quarterback. And then Desmond Jones just grabs him, rips him out of bounds, 20-yard line. It is now 4th and 5. Pass. Intercepted by number 34.
That's
Brad Payne. Dixon still on the field.
this is not good.
Well,
They
Kimball
already
gets
have-
the ball deep in their own territory, 10-yard line. 3:42 remaining. They're just going to run the clock out. 3:35 remaining, 41-0, Kimball. Lots of fans getting up and leaving because of the domination in this game. Desmond Jones under center. Snap. Fumble. Recovered by Kimball, though.
Fumble on the play.
No, recovered by Dondero. First down, Dondero on the Kimball 10-yard line.
Fumble was
There's another
recovered by
bright
Mike
spot for
Fatt.
the Oaks.
Oh, the defense has been playing pretty good though, but
There's not much you can do.
Score here.
Here we go. 2:55 remaining in the game. 41-0. Dondero can actually score and get rid of the donut. I think it's going to be Chris Hart up the middle, 10 yards, touchdown, just to put a cap on his high school career. He already went over 1,000 yards earlier today. Why not give him the touchdown? Chris Dixon under center. Chris Hart up the middle. 5-yard gain. We're going to do that one more time. Touchdown.
Carry. Brought down by Kimball.
Dixon, the hurry-up offense, didn't even go to the huddle. The no-huddle offense, Dixon, hike, back to Hart. Goes in.
Boom!
Touchdown,
Chris
Dondero. Woo!
Chris Hart.
And Dondero is
2:10
not shut
remaining.
out.
Dondero avoids the shutout with a 5-yard scamper by Chris Hart.
Looks like they're going to go for the 2-point
They're
conversion.
definitely going for a 2-point conversion. Here we go to the replay. Dixon
This is a
tossed
good
the
job
ball,
by
Hike right to Hart, who just squirts in. 5-yard touchdown. We've seen that so many times this year.
That was a pretty nice block by Richardson there. To free Chris Hart in the end zone.
Wow, the fans over on the Dondero side have something to cheer about. Here we go, 2-point conversion with 1:35 remaining here in the game. Bad snap to Chris Hart, but he makes something out of nothing and gets in for the 2-point conversion. Chris
Makes
Hart,
you wonder why they're not playing like this the whole game, you know?
that's because Kimball has reserves in.
Yeah, that's probably true.
41-8.
Conversion is good by Chris Hart.
Dondero avoids the shutout. We're gonna get a replay of this little
Real high
2-point
snap here.
conversion by to a
They snapped it right
Chris
to the
Hart.
running back.
Snapped it right to him. Dixon walks away from
20
center.
seconds remaining.
1:28 remaining here in the game. 41-8. Kimball over the Dondero Oaks. We get a shot of the Dondero sideline. Even though their team just scored, they're like, oh, we lost anyways.
That's nice, though, for Chris Hart and Mike Lothar and people like that. I mean,
Yeah.
at least they got one touchdown, right?
This is WAK Sports Productions. I'm Matt Kavanaugh. Here we go. The WAK scoreboard shows that Kimball is dominating the Dondero Oaks 41-8 with like a minute 28 left in the fourth quarter.
Mike Lothar in to kick it
Barring
off.
Mike Lothar to kick, barring any miracles. Well, Dave Seaman catches the ball.
He's got some
Running.
blocking up front.
He just puts his head down and runs right up the middle. Tackled by like
Brought down by
all
Mike
the
Fatt.
blue and white. Desmond Jones still at quarterback. I just have a feeling they're going to run the clock out with 1:22 remaining here in the game. It's 41-8. Kimball here at the Royal Oak Bowl for bragging rights amongst the Royal Oak teens. I'm sure Dondero will be hearing about this one for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Desmond Jones hands it off to Graziano, who hops around, flag on the play, 6-yard gain. Flag on the play, it's against Kimball. It's got to be the field, man. Field is muddy. You can tell that's a false start against the offense,
I bet that's like the third false start of this game.
but yet they're up 41-8. So that shows a lot of adversity. Overcome penalties and still dominate a game. Because
Just a
Dondero's
bigger-
only had 2 penalties. Desmond Jones underneath the center. The snap. Hands it off to number 20, Andy Graziano, who's stopped at his own 40-yard line for a gain of a yard.
Indy booster on
2 yards.
John
42 seconds remaining. I think they're just going to run the clock out. I don't even think they're going to play. Oh, we may get one more play here. Or if not, we may not get another play with 27 seconds remaining. Yeah, here we are. Here we go. Dave Seaman scampers, runs to the right. Uh-oh. Runs around a tackle,
Nice
keeps
move.
going, and is brought down by number 10, Chris Hart, with 14 seconds remaining. A nice 40 to 40 yard line run there. And there is, I believe this is the end of the game, with the final score being
41-8.
Kimball.
Kimball dominating. Dondero.
Here are the finals. 41-8 Kimball over the Dondero Oaks. I'm Matt Kavanaugh.
I'm Steve Landon.
And you are watching WAK. Thank you for staying tuned. You guys have a good day.